First of all, I would thank the organizing committee for the opportunity to present my work. My name is Bruno. I'm master degree at University of Maringá with Professor Ulisses Secato and Ana Maria Bridi. I will talk to you about longissimus muscle fat acids profile of Nelore bulls on different grazing heights of Xerez grass in 5 points: introductions, material and methods, results and discussion, conclusions, and acknowledgements. Brazil has 170 million hectares of grassland and 100 million of cultivated pastures. Of this, 80% is formed by genus Brachiaria. The grazing height directly influences the animal selectivity, because if we have situations of overgrazing, it's not the necessary, it's not the how can I say? It's not the better for the animal. On the other hand, if we have subgrazing, a lot of high pasture, the leaves are, the high pasture disfavor forage quality because the older the plant, the greater is lignification and lower nutritional value. Thus, situation of grazing height with balance between productivity and quality are necessary to sustainable production system. The way the forage is provided to the animals, fresh, in silo, or bale, is crucial in the proportion of POFA on meat. French and cooperators reported that the inclusion of fresh forage in the diet of steers can provide increased deposition of CLA in tissues. Also, some fat acids, particularly POFA, are used as feedstock for substances that regulated the humidity, contraction of vessels, blood pressure, and hormone productions. Alterations in fat acids profile is interesting to human health from the point of view of reducing the risk of coronary heart disease, whereas saturated fat acids are hypercholesterolemic, and the less is better. According to FAO, high proportions of omega-3 and POFA in the diets of humans is important to prevent the onset of diseases, coronary heart diseases, autoimmune diseases, breast cancer, prostate and colon cancer, and rheumatoid arthritis. According to England Department of Health, the ratio between omega-6 and omega-3 is more than 4. It's less than 4, sorry. However, there are few studies available that allow characterizing the beef production on pasture and the link between grazing heights and meat fat acids profile is low. The aim of this study was to identify the grazing height that improves the profile of longissimus muscle fat acids in Nelore bulls from the perspective of human health. This work was led in Cidade Gaúcha City, Paraná, Brazil South, in cooperation between University of Maringá and University of Londrina. We use the longissimus muscle of 36 Nelore bulls, average weight 483, with slaughter age 24 months, in 4 treatments: 15, 13, 45, and 16 centimeter grazing heights of Charez grass, Brachiaria brisantha, with 9 replications. We do the extractions of total lipids by the Bly-Dyer method, a cold technique, and the transterification by Hartmann and Lago. We use gas chromatography, identification by comparison with the retention time, quantification of these fat acids with internal standard, and the data was analyzed by ANOVA with SAS software, and when significant were subject to regression analysis. There was no effect of the highs management on the composition of fat acids, except for the percentages of lauric, myristic, heptadecenoic, oleic, CLA, and icosahexaenoic acid. So we can see that for the lauric acid, we have a quadratic effect here with minimum point 0.34% with height at 37.36 centimeters. I'm sorry. For the myristic acid, on the other hand, we have a linear quadratic effect, negative. The lauric, myristic, and palmitic acid is not desirable to human health because they are responsible for the more part of the coronary heart diseases. It's bad. The oleic acid has no regression analysis, only a median, and this better was at 30%, 30 centimeters, sorry. Oleic acid had a higher percentage than other fat acids, and its height value occurred in the treatment of 13 grazing height. Diets with high percentage of oleic acid provide reduction in the percentage of LDL and total plasma cholesterol levels, showing a positive effect for human health. The consumption by humans of oleic acid has anticarcinogenic effect, reduces arteriosclerosis, in restoration of insulin sensitivity, modulation of the immune response, and inhibition of tumor growth. CLA show a quadratic effect with minimum point of 0.13 with height of 35.40 centimeters. And icosahexaenoic acid show a quadratic effect with maximum point 1.39 in height of 30.90 centimeters. And according to England Department of Health, the necessary to omega-6, to ratio omega-6, omega-3 is less than 4. So in this study, we found 3.67 for the 15, 3.18 for 30, 3.03 to 45, and 3.21 to 16. Our meat is good. All the figures, we can see that the result is between 30 and 45. This profile of fat acids in general may have occurred due to the fact that at the height between 30 and 45 centimeters, animal had better availability of food and consequently better quality of leaves, performing grazing when the plant is more productive than what occur at the heights of 15 and 16. There's no my animals, just a picture. Thus, the animal selectivity may have contributed to the better quality diet because the leaves have great amount of fat acids and lipids are predominantly in fodder leaves. So, data show that for the percentage of fat acids, the high of 30 centimeters was best, considering the best value for unsaturated fat acids. The grazing management in high between 30 up to 45 centimeters positively altered the levels of fat acid important to human health in longissimus muscle of Nelore bulls. The management of pasture appears to provide additional advantages to productive system based on pasture, considering that the use of pasture is interesting to minimize production cost, higher production stability, reduce dependence on external factors, greater use of natural conditions of climate and soil, promoting a sustainable production system. More research is needed to find the actual meat fat acids effect of Nelore bulls grazing shad grass on human health as to the relation between shad grass fat acids and Nelore bulls fat acids. We thank you to Araucaria Foundation for supporting that project, and please eat meat. Thank you.